To think that you have no ego is an ego in itself. I'm super spiritual, but I don't believe that the ego is a bad thing. I think as long as we are in these vessels in a body, you will have an ego. And I think, ain't no, and shape it up. Do what you got to do. Transform your ego. But to think after having an ego death that you don't have an ego no more is kind of silly. You with the ego death comes an ego rebirth. It's like that in between time of the ego death and the ego rebirth. It's like you're doing the transformations and molding your ego the way you want it to be molded. But I don't think an ego is a bad thing. Like how people say soul over ego and all that. I think they should be balanced. If it was a scale, ego and soul should be balanced, pretty balanced. I don't think, like I said, I don't think the ego is a bad thing, but I don't think it should be necessarily speaking over your soul. But let me get into my quick little trip report from my last ego death that I had, which has been a while since I had an ego death. It was pretty fucking intense. Um, so let me get into it. Man, imagine your visual field, right? Your eyes are windows to the soul, right? Imagine somebody threw a rock at your window, and then you get the shatter, and then it all cracks and falls into pieces. That's exactly how my last ego death went. I literally saw life shatter, and I was nothing. I couldn't even see my own arms, legs. There was nothing. But there was also awareness. There was still my consciousness. And that right there is pretty intense feeling because it's like you literally died. But it's strange because the awareness is still there. Like I'm still having thoughts and all these different things, and yeah, it was pretty fucking intense. Before that even happened, because I did this in my living room. I was sitting in my living room, and before that even happened, with the shattering of my vision and shit, I went to use the bathroom real quick because I knew these shrooms were really strong and potent, and I started feeling them within 20 minutes of eating them. So I went to the bathroom. As I'm going to the bathroom to take a leak, I look at my shower curtain, which is my toilet's in front of me, my shower curtain's to the left. I look at my shower curtain. Then when I look back in front of me and then look down at the toilet, everything is the design of my shower curtain. Like everything I looked at was the fucking exact design. I wish I was in my bathroom to show you what the design looked like, but it's pretty much looks like sacred geometry and shit. But it was all over my field of vision. It was imprinted on top of everything. I looked at the mirror, it was imprinted on top of me. It got so intense that I had to hurry up because I had to hurry up out of the bathroom because I couldn't tell the difference between like the floor and the roof and I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell. It got that crazy. So then I ran into my fucking living room, laid out on the couch, and then that's when the whole shattering of my, you know,